Hello, welcome to the Food and Nutrition Talk at UCD Open Day. My name is Jim Ling and I'm the Head of Food and Nutrition at UCD. The programmes we are discussing today are the BSc in Food Science and the BSc in Human Nutrition. They are two excellent and exciting programmes that are particularly relevant to some of the challenges global society faces today, such as creating a sustainable global society and building a healthy world. I would like to encourage you to please submit any questions that you have during this talk, and my colleagues will be delighted to respond to you via the chat function. So without further ado, I would now like to hand over to my colleague, Professor Michael O'Sullivan, who is the Head of Subject for Food Science at UCD. And Professor O'Sullivan will provide you with a lot more details on our internationally accredited food science programme.
Hi, my name is Mick O'Sullivan and I'm Subject Head for Food Science here in UCD. And I'd like to take this opportunity to talk to you about the UCD BSc in Food Science. Firstly, I'd like to put our degree in context for you. The food industry is one of Ireland's most important industrial sectors, accounting for almost a quarter of total manufacturing turnover and employing over 173,000 people. Ireland's food industry processes and exports almost 10 times more food than we consume domestically, and so we're very much a food exporting nation. The value of Irish food exports was estimated by Board BIA to be around €13.2 billion in 2019, accounting for 10% of the total value of Irish exports. Irish food is exported all over the globe, with about a third going to the UK, another third to the EU, and the remaining third to other countries. A good example of the global reach of the industry is the fact that about 15% of the infant nutrition formula products consumed worldwide originate in Ireland. Thus, Ireland's food industry is a large-scale, globalised yet indigenous sector that offers secure careers in a variety of roles, both here in Ireland and abroad. Now, producing safe, nutritious and high-quality food products for a global export requires a high level of technical sophistication within the industry, and this is what creates the ongoing need for well-qualified graduates that understand all aspects of the science and business of producing safe, nutritious and tasty food for an increasingly urbanised world population. UCD has been running third-level programmes in food science since the early 1980s. And this culminated in the launch of our Honours BSc in Food Science in 1993. Since then, we've continuously refined our programmes to provide our graduates with the perfect mix of knowledge, technical and decision-making skills to equip them for a career in this exciting industry. UCD's BSc Food Science is a 4-year degree programme designed to build the professional competence of our graduates year by year on sound scientific principles. The programme is delivered through a carefully designed mixture of lectures and laboratory practical classes, as well as a mix of individual and group project work. This latter aspect is particularly important given that much of the modern workplace is based on teamwork. So, the first year of our curriculum is designed to give our students the key foundations in the basic sciences of biology, chemistry, physics and maths, and these underpin all of the material in the subsequent years of the programme. Biology is essential because practically all food materials are biological in origin. They're also liable to spoilage and deterioration by biological agents such as bacteria, and also many food processing operations involve biological transformations, such as the fermentations involved in cheese making or beer brewing. In chemistry, all food constituents, proteins, etc. are chemicals, and understanding how they are likely to behave during processing and storage requires a comprehensive understanding of their basic chemistry. So this topic is given very detailed attention right throughout the entire programme, starting from first year. Physics is also important, as many food processing operations involve the transfer of energy to food products, either to render them safe, for instance in pasteurization or sterilization, or to concentrate them from liquids into dried materials. And all of this, to do it efficiently, requires knowledge of the physical principles of heat transfer and fluid mechanics. Now, maths, being the language of science, is of course essential to tie all of this together, and also to quantify the efficiencies of each aspect of the processing of foods. As well as the basic sciences, our first year students also get a taster of the specific areas of food and nutrition that they've come to study in a module entitled Food, Diet and Health. First year students are additionally free to select from a broad range of elective modules in areas as diverse as literature, languages, business and sociology. These elective choices are also available in all 4 other years of the programme. The second year of our programme continues to build our students' basic competence in sciences. However, in this year, the focus begins to shift to the application of these principles to foods. Thus, in second year, you will study the biochemistry of food molecules and the pathways by which they are metabolized for energy or for growth, as well as their other nutritional properties. In addition, you will study the sensory aspect of foods, as well as basic methods for the chemical analysis of food composition and for the measurement of physical properties, such as food colour and food texture. Also core to the second year programme are the sciences of microbiology and genetics, both of which are increasingly important aspects of the biotech elements of the food sector. Statistics and health and safety complete the second year food science programme. At the end of second year, students can apply to study abroad for 1 semester of your third year. In UCD Food Science, we have exchange agreements with some of the world's leading food science institutions, including University of California, Davis, Purdue, Cornell University and Michigan University in the United States, as well as Melbourne and Queensland universities in Australia. This is a chance for you to experience for a long period life in another country while still continuing your food science studies. Typically, over 40% of our third year students avail of this wonderful opportunity. Once you get into third year, the focus is entirely on food related topics, when you will study chemistry, microbiology, instrumental analysis and engineering, all specifically as they apply to food and its processing. As many of our students are keenly interested in nutrition, a core module in nutrition is part of the third year curriculum, and elective modules on nutrition can also be taken. The third year programme has 2 unique components that relate directly to your professional development of food scientists. Now, the first of these is the food product development module. In this module, students working in groups under the guidance of an academic mentor develop a new food product. This product is presented to an audience of staff and students at a product launch event at the end of the module. This module offers students the opportunity to become intimately familiar with all aspects of food product production, from recipe and process development right through to quality assurance packaging requirements, and it does so in a hands-on and engaging way. The other crucial component of third year is the professional work experience module. This comprises of a series of career-focused workshops and talks that culminate in a 4 to 5 month work placement, typically between March and August of your third year. Students can obtain internships with some of Ireland's leading food companies, including Glanbia, Kerry, Keelings, Diageo, as well as with smaller scale producers. Placements are also available in regulatory authorities such as the Food Safety Authority, and some students have also managed to complete their work placements abroad. The practical work experience or professional work experience is a hugely important part of your professional development, in which you get hands-on experience of the food industry operating at scale, and also get exposed to the range of careers that are open to food science graduates. The final year of the programme offers a range of modules on specific food areas, such as food processing technologies, dairy and meat processing, fermented foods, as well as further modules on nutrition, the nature of the food chain, and food safety. For those who are interested more in the business aspects of food, there are 2 enterprise-focused modules available as an optional choice. Those who are more inclined towards science and research can choose as their option the research project module. Now, that module allows students to work independently under the guidance of an academic supervisor to design, execute and complete a research project on a chosen topic. This module is a key element of training for those who are interested in pursuing postgraduate studies or a career in research. Finally, as prospective students, you'll be rightly interested in the career opportunities that are offered by UCD's BSc Food Science. I've previously mentioned that graduates of our programs have pursued a wide range of roles within the various sectors of the food industry. Now, these sectoral areas include dairy and meat processing, the prepared food sector, the nutrition and beverage industries, as well as the academic, research and regulatory sectors. The roles fulfilled by food science graduates within these sectors include production management, where a graduate would be responsible for the efficient and safe production of a food product or products, quality assurance, where as well as testing product quality, a graduate may be involved in developing manufacturing systems which are designed to ensure food production of the highest quality. Product development is also an important role in which food products are designed or existing products are improved. And research is a career where fundamental questions on the nature and behaviour of food components and food systems are investigated, either within industry or within specialist research institutes or universities. Finally, there are inspection and regulation roles, where graduates ensure industry compliance with legal and food safety requirements. Many of the roles that I've described require postgraduate qualifications. And fortunately, the UCD Food and Nutrition Unit offer many opportunities for graduates to pursue research programs leading to master's and PhD degrees. Research fields include such diverse areas as the health attributes of Irish dairy products, the impact of foods on metabolism, the extraction of bioactive components from plants, means of modifying and improving the texture of foods, and innovative technologies to improve the efficiency and reduce the environmental impact of food processing. I hope that this talk has given you a good overview of the nature of the UCD Food Science programme and the opportunities that it can open up for you for diverse and rewarding careers in this dynamic industry sector.
Thank you, Professor O'Sullivan. The second programme we are focusing on for this talk is the BSc in Human Nutrition. Now, this programme was established by the School of Agriculture and Food Science with input from other colleagues from other UCD schools. I would now like to introduce the Programme Director, Dr. Charlene O'Reilly.
Hi, my name is Dr. Charlene O'Reilly. I'm the Programme Director of the BSc in Human Nutrition here at UCD. So the subject human nutrition is all about the science of food and how what we eat determines our health. So for students who might be interested in studying human nutrition, typically people who are interested in actually food, who may have done something like biology, chemistry, home economics in their leaving certificate, may potentially find this a topic that would be of interest to them. Equally, if it's something that just piques your interest outside of those topics, it may be something that is also of interest to you. So in terms of human nutrition, it's something that's become increasingly important in our world today. As people are getting older, we're living longer, we're learning much more about how what we eat determines how healthy we are. We know that it influences the baby as we grow through our pregnancy, right the way through to when we die. So nutrition and what we consume and how we consume it is on the political agenda. It's important for industry, it's important for climate change. So there's a lot of areas that actually nutrition play a key role into. And so for that reason, studying human nutrition is a really relevant degree topic and a very popular one here at UCD. So what does the degree programme cover? It's a 4-year degree programme. It's a science degree. So you'll have a stage 1 through to 4. Your first year, or stage 1, is a basic science foundation year from which you'll grow your knowledge in science, but also in nutrition. You cover the basics of science, so chemistry, physics, biology and maths, and you also do some more foundation nutrition topics like physiology for nutrition and also introduction to nutrition science. After your first year, you go into your second year and you start to build and consolidate your nutrition knowledge. and you become much more focused in your learning. So you do things like nutritional biochemistry, nutrition research methods, and much more applied nutrition. You also start taking some elective modules which will complement your knowledge, and you can choose electives from outside your degree program. So if you were interested in taking a different subject area, you can do that then as well. One of the beauties of our course is that we have a third year which is all about work placement, and it's called PWE, or Placement Work Experience. And during that time you get to go out into the workforce, into the nutrition workforce, and experience what it's like to work as a nutritionist and gain some real world experience of different settings. So students have done placements in a wide variety of locations, as well as different types of placements. So we have industry, we have research, we have clinical type settings. So we've had students do placements as far-flung as places like University of California, Davis. We've had placements in Wageningen University in the Netherlands. We've had University of East Anglia in the UK. Here in Ireland, we've done placements in health promotion with FSAI, Safe Food. We've done industry placements in nutritics, and we've done hospital placements, as I mentioned, which are the more clinical ones, in the National Maternity Hospital, the Children's Hospital, as well as many more locations. So while there's been a lot of variety in the placements, the students then come back out of that third year back into UCD and really consolidate their nutrition knowledge. And the areas that they cover then are much more detailed. So they do things like public health nutrition, molecular nutrition, nutrition and the consumer, food regulation, nutritional biochemistry, and they complete a year-long research project which allows them to really gain good, strong nutrition research methodology skills. At the end of the degree, obviously, you go out into the real world. UCD is an accredited program in terms of students are eligible to become registered nutritionists with the Association for Nutrition. So the registration process with the Association for Nutrition is that initially you become an associate, a registered nutritionist, and that's the status that students can become eligible once they graduate from our degree program, and after 2 years work experience they can become full registered members. So one of the key questions that comes to me quite regularly as a program director is, what's the difference between being a nutritionist versus being a dietitian? So here in Ireland, the term dietitian is a protected title, and what that means is Corú protects that title. So only graduates from a degree in dietetics can call themselves a dietitian. So our program is not a degree in dietetics, it is in nutrition, human nutrition. And so our students are eligible to go on to study, say for example, a postgraduate in dietetics, and actually UCD does have a postgraduate course which many of our students have gone on to study in. But our graduates from the BSc in Human Nutrition are not dietitians, and it's not the same thing. So dietetics is the study of nutrition in ill health or disease, whereas nutrition is the study of food in healthy populations. So it's the difference between health and ill health is really the difference between dietetics and nutrition. So if you are interested in becoming a nutritionist, then obviously our BSc in Human Nutrition is a really strong option for students interested in that field. And if you're not sure whether or not you want to pursue a career in dietetics, then trying a BSc in Human Nutrition initially, and then considering your options whether or not you might want to go on to a postgraduate program in dietetics, means that that door is still open for you. So actually, one of the key things here at UCD is that we have a huge range of international experts that actually you will get to meet during your degree program. So we have people who are internationally renowned for their areas of expertise, and we also have a wide range of research facilities that you will get access to, as well as teaching resources and teaching staff that you will be learning from over the course of your degree program. So actually UCD is internationally known for its nutrition and would be seen as a world-leading expert in the field. Our graduates, in terms of career pathways, is another area that students regularly ask me about. Where can I go to after I finish this program? And actually the answer is quite a lot of different places. So in terms of the training and education you get at UCD, there's been a lot of career paths that students have pursued. They have gone into, say, for example, the food industry, health promotion, research, and many other career pathways. If you were, for example, interested in public health nutrition, things like health promotion and population health might see you working in, say, for example, a health promotion unit, or maybe working for Safe Food or the Food Safety Authority of Ireland. Nutritionists work for industry, for example, in the area of food regulation, marketing, and even the retail side to help prepare food for actual novel food industry components. And then in terms of actual private practice, students have graduated from the programme and gone to set up consultancies as well as private practice as nutritionists. So there are a wide variety of sort of industry-based jobs that you can pursue, as well as further research. So there are students who have gone on to do PhDs, masters, and pursue more academic pursuits following graduation as well. So I'd like to close by saying thank you very much for your interest in the degree in human nutrition, and hopefully we look forward to seeing you here on UCD's campus in the future. Thanks.
Thank you, Charlene. That concludes today's Food and Nutrition Talk at the UCD Open Day. But if you have any additional questions, please visit the UCD School of Agriculture and Food Science virtual booth today, and we would be delighted to chat to you. I hope you enjoyed today's talk, and the very best wishes to you all in the future.